The grizzly bear is one of the strongest and most ferocious wild bears on Earth. With its massive size and superior strength, it can easily defeat large prey like deer, elk, or even bison. Grizzly bear attacks are often sudden and swift, making it difficult for victims to escape. In addition, they are very patient and cunning, sometimes becoming silent hunters, making their attacks even more terrifying. The combination of the grizzly bear's power and hunting skills creates awe-inspiring yet dangerous moments. Let's explore its spectacular attacks in this video and gain a deeper understanding of one of the most fearsome creatures on the planet. The mountain lion, one of the most mysterious and legendary big cats, stands out for its speed and cunning in hunting. With incredible strength, they can face most foes in the wild, but when confronted with a grizzly bear, everything changes. The grizzly bear, with its massive size and brutal strength, is an opponent that even the mountain lion must be wary of. The encounters between these two species are breathtaking battles, where each species' survival instincts are fully displayed. The mountain lion, with its ability to target and strike swiftly, seems to make the grizzly bear step back. However, the grizzly bear is not easily defeated, with its superior strength and resilience in every confrontation. These encounters are a testament to the harsh wild life where only the strongest survive. A mountain lion wandered down the slope, its eyes glancing back as if something was following it. After descending the slope, the mountain lion stood quietly looking up at the hill, when suddenly a grizzly bear appeared, lurking under the trees. The mountain lion calmly observed before lying down to rest. But as soon as it lay down, the grizzly bear immediately moved towards the slope, causing the mountain lion to panic and flee. A mother mountain lion was playing with her cubs at the top of the mountain when it seemed to catch the scent of an intruder. Immediately, the mountain lion moved her cubs to a safe spot and turned to face the massive grizzly bear that was approaching, ready to protect her young. The two animals clashed in an attack under the fearful gaze of the mountain lion cubs, growling and threatening each other until finally the grizzly bear walked away, leaving peace for the mountain lion and her cubs. The elk, with its tall stature and majestic antlers, is one of the most powerful and resilient creatures in the wild. However, when facing the grizzly bear, a brutal and powerful predator, the battles become incredibly intense. The elk not only relies on speed to escape, but also uses its sharp antlers as a weapon of defense. Nevertheless, the grizzly bear's strength, with powerful swipes and ferocity in every attack, forces the elk to fight for its life. These encounters are not just a test of survival, but also an intense showdown between two natural warriors. We can't take our eyes off the powerful collisions, where every strike and every sprint can determine life or death. On the hillside, a grizzly bear runs quickly down the hill, its target being the elk below. When it gets close to its prey, the bear suddenly stops to observe. The massive presence of the grizzly bear catches the attention of the elk, but they remain calm and continue to stand there. After a moment, the grizzly bear runs down the slope, moving quickly toward the herd of elk, causing them to scatter in panic and flee. When the grizzly bear gets closer, the elk all run away. On the mountainside, a male elk faces the giant grizzly bear. As soon as the elk turns its back and begins to leave, the predator charges, but the steep mountain path causes the grizzly to fall, allowing the elk to jump into the river and escape, although the grizzly follows immediately after. On the meadow, a herd of elk seems to be fleeing from some attacker, their eyes scanning the area warily. Suddenly, a grizzly bear charges toward them, causing them to scatter in panic. But with its heavy body, the bear can't keep up and eventually gives up, leaving the elk behind. The moose, with its stunning antlers and graceful appearance, is often seen as a symbol of elegance in the wild. However, when facing the grizzly bear, the encounters become dramatic life-or-death struggles. Despite its agility and cunning, the moose cannot easily escape the brutality and overwhelming power of the grizzly. The battles between these two species are tense, with the moose utilizing its speed and survival instincts to dodge the grizzly's powerful strikes. At the same time, the grizzly bear continuously shows its superior strength and patience, always waiting for the chance to strike down its prey. Each encounter is a life-or-death challenge where every moment could shift the course of the battle. In the vast lake, a fierce grizzly bear tries to swim after the moose. However, the moose, with its larger body, has an advantage over the grizzly, swimming around the lake, teasing the predator. Each time the grizzly gets closer, the moose changes direction, swimming further away. Gradually, the grizzly bear becomes exhausted and gives up, leaving the prey standing in the water. A large grizzly bear casually walks through the forest when it encounters a moose. However, it doesn't seem to have any intention of attacking. The two just look at each other before moving on. By the lake, a mother moose and her calf are trapped at the shore, facing the grizzly bear. The grizzly charges, slashing at the ground with its claws, causing the calf to run to its mother in fear. The moose, angry, charges toward the grizzly to chase it away. The two face each other, and seeing that the grizzly bear won't leave, the moose threatens it, causing the predator to flee into the forest, leaving peace for the mother and her calf. The wolf, a cunning and intelligent predator, has always been a symbol of teamwork and smart tactics in the wild. But when faced with the grizzly bear, a massive and powerful enemy, their encounters become filled with drama. Although wolves can hunt in packs, the grizzly bear, with its superior strength and unpredictable ferocity, forces the wolves to fight to defend their territory. The attacks and defenses between them are tense, as the wolves must use all their agility and teamwork to counter the grizzly's immense power. These confrontations are not only life or math battles, but also a testament to survival between two wild warriors, where every mistake could be the end. In Yellowstone National Park, a grizzly bear is busy burying its prey in a thick pile of snow. A pack of wolves, having caught the scent of the prey, gathers and attempts to approach. The grizzly bear, enraged, charges at them. The pack continues to grow, but facing the large, stubborn grizzly bear that refuses to leave, the wolves eventually give up and retreat together. In the forest, two wolves are enjoying their prey when a grizzly bear approaches. The wolves snarl and bare their teeth, trying to intimidate the intruder, but the grizzly bear is unfazed, biting onto their prey and dragging it away. The wolves are struck by the grizzly's claws, causing them to flee in fear, abandoning their meal and retreating. The bison, with its massive body and overwhelming strength, is always one of the most powerful animals on the plains. However, when facing the grizzly bear, a massive and brutal predator, their encounters become battles of intellect and strength, with no mercy. While the bison boasts a sturdy body and powerful charges, the grizzly bear does not easily relent, with brutal swipes and terrifying persistence. These battles are contests between two forces of nature, where every strike and movement could change the outcome. All these elements combine to create intense clashes, where both species' survival is tested to the limit. On the roadside, a grizzly bear slowly crosses the path. As it reaches the other side, it charges down the grassy slope toward a group of bison lying there. However, seeing the large number of bison, the grizzly bear backs off and abandons its attack. On the grassy hill, a bison spots the grizzly bear from a distance and immediately charges toward it. As the grizzly bear notices, it begins to run toward the bison, but quickly turns away upon seeing the bison's aggression. The chase ensues, but the grizzly runs faster, eventually cutting off and driving the bison away. The incredible attacks of the grizzly bear truly keep us glued to the screen. If you love dramatic, wild moments, don't forget to follow the video and discover more amazing action scenes.